going to take a look at a piece of footage that was posted 6 months ago at Las Vegas Shooting Archive. The name of the clip is Las Vegas Shooting, Newly Found Footage Inside Venue. Has about 5,700 views. And when you read through the comments, very few people notice what I notice watching this video. So we've got a lot of commenters here from the community, big researchers, big names here, and very few people see what I see. So the question is, if nobody sees what I see, what do I need to do to help you all see it? That's what we're going to do in this video, is let's take a look at this video that all these people looked at already. Some saw what I saw, very few, and the rest of you missed it. For those of you who missed it, let me show you how I watch a video. We're going to begin with the I've got a gun footage. We see a couple escaping from the venue, from the attack, and the gentleman picks up a gun off the ground, looks at it, and says to his girlfriend, "I've got a gun." Sleep Depth Vegas, notice this. But again, there's no comments here about helicopters. I don't see any comments in this video about helicopters, and I find that bizarre. So in order to baseline our research, we use something called Flight Radar 24. Let me familiarize you with what's what on the map. That's the Mandalay Bay. This is the venue and the Tropicana. That's the Tropicana itself. That's the Luxor. And that's the concert venue, the church, Reno, Giles. And that's zoomed in. So that's the concert venue, Reno and Giles. You see Mandalay Bay down to the left, and you see Las Vegas Boulevard going straight down the middle. So when we look at the Flight Radar 24 information, it shows us what aircraft are in this airspace the night of the attack, and we're watching it right now, 10:02 p.m. We see Sundance. Sundance is one of the big tour companies in Las Vegas, and we see them returning from their tour with 2 helicopters right past the venue. And this is corroborated by the Tall Ace of Spades footage. So we have this on eyewitness footage. We see the helicopters returning. We see them on Flight Radar simultaneously. This is why Flight Radar is so important. Flight Radar shows us what is in the airspace. It confirms what is in the airspace. This is Class B airspace, and so in Class B airspace, you must have your transponders turned on. You're not allowed to fly around in here without a transponder. So there's 2 Sundance helicopters. They just flew into the scene. We're going to slow down the footage and show you how we spot them. So that's the first Sundance that's returning, and then you see the second Sundance returning closer to the Excalibur. So we have eyewitness footage of 2 helicopters returning. This is 10:03 p.m. And sure enough, on Flight Radar, 10:03, 10:04 p.m., here comes the 2 Sundance helicopters. So this is in sync with the Tall Ace of Spades footage, the reference footage for the attack. Then on Flight Radar, we see various jet aircraft departing. And this becomes the system of record. What aircraft departed at what time, and then which way did they head after they departed. We also see Maverick helicopters, and Maverick helicopters departing at 10:14 p.m. as they go past the venue. They start moving at about 10:12 p.m., but by the time they head north and get this far north as far as the venue, it's 10:14 p.m. So Flight Radar 24 acts as a system of record, showing us what is in the airspace. And then when we watch eyewitness video and we see aircraft in airspace where there shouldn't be, or there are no aircraft in the airspace according to Flight Radar 24, we have to ask, well, how is this possible? How is it that we see aircraft in the eyewitness video footage that we don't see on Flight Radar 24? How is that possible? And it's not just one aircraft, it's multiple aircraft. So we see 3 different aircraft at different times. And these aircraft are not accounted for on flight radar at all. Sundance has already landed. Maverick has yet to take off. And the police haven't arrived yet. So in these time frames that we're looking at right here, what is this that we're seeing? How many aircraft are in this airspace back here between Mandalay Bay and the Delano? What is this that we're seeing? This is one jet aircraft taking off. This is more than one jet aircraft taking off in the same slot. We don't think so. We don't see gunfire coming from the hotel. And we have an eyewitness that says that she saw men hanging out of a helicopter and was absolutely certain that she was being shot at from helicopters. So I don't understand why anybody would doubt her, given this footage and her testimony. I think it had over 1,000 views, but nobody saw what I'm showing you here. And again, I find that interesting. So for whatever reason, maybe, like a x-ray technician or a radiologist, I see things most people don't see. I don't know. But call it confirmation bias if you must. But I am certain I'm not hallucinating. These things that I'm highlighting for you are certainly aircraft. These are not birds. These are not anomalies on the sensor or on the lens. It's not lens flare. What I'm showing you here, these are aircraft. What are these aircraft? Who are they? What are they doing? And don't they warrant further investigation? Clarissa says very clearly that she's absolutely certain that she was being shot from a helicopter.
I was so unbelievably certain that it was coming from the helicopter because it was so close. And I remember thinking, why is it that close? Oh my God, I think the shooting is coming from the helicopter. Just in that moment was so certain, just not a doubt in my mind that there was shooting coming from the helicopter. But I do remember seeing they have those openings on the side, and I could see a shadow not facing facing out towards us. So not sitting back how you would in a helicopter strapped in. He was they were looking down at us. And it was I could see their heads, then underneath I could see a big blob, and I'm I couldn't tell what that was. And so I think that's another reason why I was really sure about it, because they were looking down on us. And I really wish I could remember every single detail with that night, but for some reason I just knew it was coming out of that helicopter.